Hi, my cute little kidlets. How are you doing? Hope you're not going too crazy at home, stuck in your house. Isn't this crazy? I miss you guys. I miss your smiles. I miss how you make me laugh because I'm stuck at home with my dog and he doesn't make me laugh and smile like you guys do. He's old. So, anyway, hope you're doing okay. I know you miss seeing your friends, and I know you miss seeing me. And it's just, I know it's hard, but we can do this, right? All right, remember how I promised that I would tell you my tornado story. So, guess what? I saved it for now. You get to hear my story. So, once upon a time, there was a little girl, and she was 7 years old, and her name was not Miss G. Her name was Carla. And she lived in Scottsdale, Arizona, a place where they don't usually have tornadoes because there's mountains. And usually mountains break up the wind and stuff, so there can't be tornadoes. Well, me and my sister Dana were playing. Dana was 10 and I was 7. And we were playing at my best friend Kathy Burns' house. Kathy Burns lived about 3 houses away from us around the corner. And we loved to play at Kathy Burns' house because she didn't have any brothers and sisters, and she had a whole entire room full of toys. Every toy you could imagine. Every awesome, cool toy she had. So we loved to play at her house. So we're playing at her house, and then all of a sudden, my sister Dana says to me, Carla, we need to go home. And I said, go home? Mom didn't call us. She didn't say we had to come home. Usually she called on the phone, but she didn't call. So, and besides that, my mom was out running errands in her car with my brother Norm. So there was no way that mom was saying we had to come home. So I keep playing, we're playing. And then my sister Dana says again, Carla, we need to go home. And I said, no, we don't. Mom didn't call. Nobody said we had to go home. So I was getting annoyed. Well, we played. Then all of a sudden, my sister grabbed my hand and she said, Carla, we're going home now. I was really upset. So all the way home, I'm like, Mom's not even home. Nobody's telling us we have to go home. So we go home and we're in the house, and all of a sudden a dust storm picked up. And we had this big sliding glass door, and we're watching the dust storm. Remember, I lived in a desert, and so there were lots of dust storms. And so it's always exciting to watch a dust storm because it was just dust. You looked outside and it was just this reddish, orangish dust. Well, the dust storm kind of got worse, and it started getting stronger and more powerful. And all of a sudden, the windows start rattling and shaking. And I start getting scared because it was getting strong and noisy and loud. And then the windows start pounding. And then we're really getting scared. And I was like, oh no, what do we do? My mom and my baby brother Norm are out there in this. And then I thought I heard a window break. So my sister goes to the living room, and there's a crack in the window. And all of a sudden she looked out the window, and the neighbor's garage caved in. Boom! The whole garage caved in. And that's when my sister started getting really scared, and I got really scared. And I thought, this is not just a dust storm. This is like a tornado. And I tried to remember, what do you do? What do you do in a tornado? And so I remembered. I heard it somewhere. Go in the bathroom because that's the safest place to go. So I went in the bathroom and I opened the cupboards under the sink and I crawled under the sink and I closed the cupboards and I prayed and 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 prayed. Help the tornado go away. Please help my mom to be safe and my brother to be safe. And I prayed and I prayed and I prayed and I prayed and I prayed. I was so scared. And so it seemed like it was, about 20 minutes. But for me, I was little and it seemed like a really long time. And I could just hear the walls pounding. I could feel it. And I could hear the windows rattling. And it was just sounded like a truck, like a big truck. And it was noisy. And so all of a sudden it kind of died down. And my sister walked in the bathroom and she says, I think it's done. I think it's done. And she was crying. And we were all worried about my mom and my brother. Well, all of a sudden, my mom comes walking in the front door carrying my brother. And she says, are you okay, girls? Are you okay? And we're like, yeah, are you okay? She had been in the garage the whole time. And she had seen the neighbors, their garage, cave in. We were so glad that they were safe. Well, then we walked around the house because we thought for sure that half our house had blown away. We walked around the house, everything was there, and just a few cracked windows. Then we walked outside. Oh, it was so scary. All the trees in people's yards were all over the roads. Fences were blown down. There were even dead horses in the streets. Horses and, it was just things everywhere. Fences and trees and plants and neighbors' windows were broken. And then we looked at Kathy Burns' house. The whole roof of her house, the whole roof had flown off her house and into the neighbor's yard next door. The whole roof. And so I learned my lesson. When your sister says, we need to go, you better listen, right? She was pretty smart. And so that was very scary. But you know what? No people died, but a lot of animals died that were outside. And so that tells you weather can be very scary, and we talked about that. And hopefully you remember what Miss G taught you about what creates weather, right? Hot air mixes with cold air, and it crashes. And depending on how big that crash is, it can create hurricanes, and it can create tornadoes and all kinds of weather. So now you know how to be safe, and always listen to your big brother or sister when they tell you. All right? I miss you guys. That was my tornado story. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you didn't get too scared. But I survived. And love you guys. Miss you guys. Stay safe. Stay well. And don't drive your parents crazy, okay? See ya. Bye-bye.